Hey there, welcome back to stm32 coding for everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how you can set up your stm32 microcontroller to run multiple channel of ADC conversion, basically in direct memory access. LDR, a light dependent resistor. Now, as you can see, I've got it probed right now with my multimeter, and the reading is almost 3 kilo ohm resistor. Right, so this is dependent on the light falling on it. That is why the value here is not a constant. It is basically changing. So if I try to close this LDR, which is a very sensitive component, you can see that there is a very huge jump in the resistance reading there. As you can see, it's going to 50 kilo ohm. And we need to set up a voltage divider resistor with the LDR that must be connected to ground. I've got already a 1.7 kilo ohm approximately resistance that is connected to my LDR, basically to form that voltage divider to go into the circuit. If you're going to set up an LDR, or it will prevent you from shorting it if this go into saturation. So that is one of the two reasons why you have to set up this voltage divider network, for the measurement and also for protection. So now, as per our circuit here, point 1 is going here, and point 2 is going to PA1, and point 3 is going to ground. So that basically my connection. So let me power down my circuit so I can increase there by 1. So now we've got 2 channel, basically 2 conversions, and that's going to pop up another settings here. Basically the number of channel are going to be added. So we now got 2 channel ranks here. Okay, now before we discuss the channel ranks, let's go back up here so that we can see that enable scan mode is basically enabled. We can go ahead and disable the continuous conversion mode. We can disable that and have the DMA continuous request enabled and the scan mode. Okay, it is on 12-bit ADC. No problem. You can change that to a lower resolution. That is up to you, depending on the microcontroller you are using, but it doesn't matter. So long as you keep the standard setting, you're going to have the conversion accomplished. Now we come to the ranks here. Now, because we've got 2 channels, okay, so we need to now change rank 1, channel 1, and rank 2 must now go to channel 2 as well. Now, the sampling time, you can change it or you can leave it as is, or have different sampling time depending on what you are doing. Maybe the LDR here is on channel 2. Maybe we want to have increase the number of samples, so we can basically increase the accuracy and so forth. Great. So this is basically all we need to do here. And on the DMA settings, right, we're having a half word and word. Now, this is really, we can increase it to a word, 32-bit integer, just to satisfy everybody. And we can then go ahead and basically generate our code here. Let me just make sure that everything is as we want it to be. Okay, great. Now I'm going to generate the code. There we go. It's going to build one more time before we actually access the debug mode. There we go. The debugger is launching. Connection. Great. We need to switch. Okay. What is the next option here? Great. Okay, so we basically almost in debug mode here, and our sensor, the buffer variable, is basically empty here. So what we need to do here is to basically run. So right now we are basically stuck here to welcome to CMTEQ channel. By the way, if you find this tutorial useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to CMTEQ channel. So I'm going to go ahead and hit run, and we should reset the count up to 5, and we enter. As you can see, we've got the port value and we've got the LDR value, and over here you can see it's the same thing that is actually being displayed here. Now when I swing my potentiometer, you can see that the potentiometer value is basically changing. We can go all the way to 0, right? Let's stop it right there at 100 something there. Then we've got the LDR value that is basically almost constant because the light level is not changing, right? So now if I try to bring in some shade here, okay, you can see that the value is decreasing. The LDR value is decreasing. I'm not sure how low we can go here.